Manic Expression proudly presents Podcast Plays with music by third grade teacher Micah Barnes, Jody Aaron, Julie Moon, Larissa Stowe, The Wax Apples, Maria Butterly, Hot Lava. Edited by J.L. O'Fallon and Kyle Robles. Announced by Alex DeCorville. Tonight's presentation, Bloodshot by James Daniel Walsh. Based on his novella published in Manic Expression, a collection. And now, Bloodshot.
Sucking me back into yourself, but I wanna die when I'm old. Not now! All my life, I've never known why. Why?
Megan, I'm home.
Hi, Will.
Monkey. Oh, hello, monkey girl. How was your day? Were you a good girl? Did you have lots of fun? How was your day?
Fine. Joy was a little cranky today. I think she might be teething. She has a little fever.
She's feeling sick? Aren't you going to take her to a doctor?
She's teething, Will. She's supposed to have a fever when she's teething.
Well, you don't know she's teething.
Dinner's almost ready. Just beans and rice again.
So, I heard from my brother.
You heard from Mike? It's been a while, hasn't it?
6 months. I told him I'd meet him tomorrow on my lunch break.
Are you sure that's a good idea? If your mother finds out...
He's 20 years old, Megan. It's about time he stood up to her. I can't believe he still puts up with her shit.
Watch the language in front of the kid. And Mike is only doing what he thinks is best. You could try letting him do things his way for once.
What's best for Mike is get as far away from the Stevenson family as possible. I mean, he could come to live here, with us. I've told him that before.
In this stinky little apartment, there's barely room for the three of us. Besides, we can't afford another person eating our food, using our electricity, or even breathing the same air as us. We can barely scrape by on what you make.
Have you ever thought about going back to work?
I don't think it's a good idea. It's too soon.
It's been almost 2 years, Megan. You haven't been cutting. You're not having any panic attacks. Are you?
No. And it's not that. I don't think Joy is ready for me to leave her yet.
We need the money, Megan.
I know we need the money, Will. I'm the one who stays here all day and fends off the dozen or so debt collectors we owe, but I'm worried about Joy.
I need an hour tonight.
I haven't seen you all day.
I know, but I haven't worked on the book in over a week, and I need to get some writing done. It's only for an hour.
Fine.
Honey, please. I've had a hard day at work. I don't want to have a bad night. I just need to get some writing done, that's all.
Fine. I won't bother you. You can have the whole night to yourself.
I don't want the whole night. I just... Never mind.
You've gone away, and you won't bother me for the rest of the day. And when you come back, here's what you'll find. I've turned out the lights and locked the doors, and you can't get back in my mind.
Well, Megan, have you thought that Will might be right? Maybe getting a job would be good for you. Give you a chance to get out and make some friends.
I know he's right, Roger. That's not it.
You know working didn't cause your breakdown.
I know. My mother put a gun in her mouth when I was 16. That's what started all this. I mean, it's not like panic attacks don't run in my family. They beat my mother and they took her life, and I'm trying to avoid that. Right now my life is balanced, and that's enough for me.
Well, you know, you don't have to sacrifice your happiness in order to have a balance in your life.
I am happy. I love Will, and I love being a mom.
And you're acting? What about that? How's that going?
I can't deal with it. It's not that I don't want to. Acting is my dream. But I can't handle the rejection. Besides, do you know how hard it is to make it in show business? I don't have what it takes.
Megan, are we going to have the same I'm not good enough, I'm not talented enough speech? We've been down that road before.
I can't help it. That's what I believe.
That's not what Will believes. He thinks you can do it.
We fight about it enough. He thinks I can just jet off to auditions whenever I want.
It's who you were meant to be.
Why can't you?
And it's never going to get
Someone has to watch Joy.
Which your father is happy to do whenever you ask him to.
I know. Look, I'm a coward. I admit it. This isn't who I thought I'd be at 22, some housewife with stretch marks and scars on her arms.
You're scared.
Scars I put there.
You're terrified that your only source of pride in life will be a mind.
I'm scared, Roger.
Elementary school bumper sticker. When the time is right,
Okay, I'm going to say this, and then I have to wrap it up for today. As long as you're not willing to try, things are never going to get better. Acting, friends, happiness, these are things you have to chase after. They're not going to come to you.
I know. Thanks, Roger. Most therapists would have dumped me when Will and I went broke. I appreciate you sticking by me.
Same time next week.
So this is Cal State Long Beach, huh? Unimpressive, little brother.
Hey, Will, I can't stay long. I have a class at 12:30.
I haven't heard from you in 6 months, and the first thing you say to me is, "Hey, I can't stay long." Get your ass over here and give your big brother a hug. You look good. Too bad you don't like chicks. They'd be all over you.
It doesn't matter much.
Still not dating? Dude, you came out to me, what, fucking 6 years ago, and you're telling me you haven't even kissed another guy yet?
I don't have time for romance right now. I've got to get through school, and then I'll worry about l'amour.
Still sticking to your plan, huh? Have Mom pay for school and then run like hell once you get that diploma?
You know it, big brother.
When was the last time she hit you?
A month or two ago. It was my fault. I was supposed to...
No, don't you ever fucking say it was your fault. She should not be hitting you.
I know that, Will. Is our mother Joan Crawford on PMS? Yes, but she's got money. She can afford to put me through school. Then I can get a job and afford to hightail it out of there just like you did.
It's not worth it, man. I'm telling you, just leave. I left the house when I was 17 years old, and I had to do a lot of shit that I'm not proud of to survive, but look at me now. I have a home of my own, a family of my own.
And you have to struggle just to put food on the table. I didn't mean it like that.
No, I know. You're right. You shouldn't want to be like me. I mean, I work at a go-nowhere job for a witless Japanese businessman who wouldn't give a shit if I fucking died. My father-in-law has to buy my family groceries because I can't afford to. I mean, I can't get an agent or a publisher to return my phone calls, let alone give me a fucking shot.
You could go back to school, get a grant or something.
A grant won't support my family. You know that, Mike. Besides, I tried college, remember? I got through a whole semester before I realized working a full-time job and taking 4 classes doesn't mix. Now I got a wife and a kid. I barely have time to work on my book, let alone study and go to classes and shit.
Are you happy?
Honestly? No. I got these 3 great things in my life. My wife, my daughter, and my writing. But I never get to spend any time with any of them. Joy's growing up so fast, and I'm afraid that I'm going to be so busy making sure she's fed and dressed that I'm going to miss out on all the good stuff. And Megan is so great, but she just can't see it. She doesn't even try to be happy anymore. And instead of helping her by watching the baby while she goes off to auditions, I'm stuck in that fucking warehouse every day, sending radios to rich pricks who don't even know that my job exists. I can't even afford a fucking car of my own.
You didn't always mind grunt work.
I know, but it gets old, man. I'm tired of being surrounded by people who think WWF is great theater.
So what, you sit around and discuss Play-Doh on your lunch hour?
I don't want to sit around and discuss Play-Doh, but I'd like to have a conversation who knows who Play-Doh was. I'm sick of trying to tell my stories only to have no one listen to me.
You'll get your shot, Will. You just have to try harder than most people do. If anyone can do it, you can. So you keep writing. You still got that flash drive I bought you?
Yeah, I keep it right here on my keychain. Sometimes I sneak into the warehouse at lunch and use their computer.
I bet that pisses Monica off.
Yeah, well, fuck her.
Shit, I've got to get going. I have an exam in 10 minutes.
It better not be another 6 months before I hear from you again. You know, your niece would like to see her uncle from time to time.
I know. Someday I'll be able to make up for all this lost time.
Where are you going to tell Mom you were?
Anywhere but talking to you.
Okay, get your ass out of here. We wouldn't want you to be late for your fancy-ass exam, you fucking cocksucker.
Oh, be nice.
Did I ever even have a chance?
Shit, there goes my bus.
Cut through the alley. The bus stops up on Broadway in about 2 minutes.
Okay, thanks, Roger. See you next week. Hey, get your hands off me.
I saw you go in. You're beautiful. You're so beautiful. I knew it had to be you. I knew you were the one. So I waited. I waited so long. I waited so long. Have you ever been scared and you didn't know why? Scared when you woke up in the morning? Scared when you showered? Scared when you ate breakfast? Every second of every day, there's a terror in you couldn't explain. Gnawing at you like a dog with a bone. And you knew you would never get away from it. It would eat you alive. Even then, there'd be the nightmares. We'll fuck him away. You and me. He'll never find us. If we're naked and calm and free, he'll never get his hands on us. If we could just feel safe in each other's arms.
Gina, why are you doing this?
No! Go away! You aren't really here!
Don't you love me anymore? You should probably run along now.
Oh, Megan, thank God.
Jeez, Dad, I'm only 45 minutes late. I missed my bus and I had to walk.
No, it's not that. I heard police sirens. Your neighbor, you know the one who wears the short dresses and too much makeup? Well, she told me she heard some girl was found dead over by your therapist's office.
What?
She works over there at that restaurant. She said the cops were just arriving when she left work. Said some girl cut her wrists.
And you just figured it was me.
Well, honey, with your history and all,
How was Joy today?
Oh, she's been a little angel as always. Say, you're out of juice. You want me to pick some up for you?
That's okay. We'll be home soon. He can pick it up.
You sure? I know money's tight around here.
It's fine, Dad. Really.
Oh, okay then. Well, I better be going then. Bye-bye, sweet Joy. You be a good girl for Mommy. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye, Dad. Thanks for watching Joy.
Anytime.
Hey, Dad. That girl who killed herself. Where did you say that happened?
In the alley right behind your therapist's office. Nasty business. Your neighbor said she cut her wrist with a switchblade.
Home all day, and she asks me to go out and buy the baby juice. Fucking beautiful.
Spare any cents for a good Christian boy?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Oh my. Oh, God bless you. El diablo ha sido avistado. Proctereme Padre Celestial de la ramera malvada, que ha illegado a difingere la causa de nuestras almas. She sees you. She sees you. You must not listen to her. You must always remember that Jesus loves you.
I'm sure he does.
She sees you, Will. She sees you. And she likes you.
What the fuck? Get your fucking hands off!
Wallet. Slowly.
Okay, here.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Motherfucker! Motherfucker!
Time for bed, monkey. Night-night. Who the hell could that be? Hi.
Well, hello. We met earlier today. Well, we didn't exactly meet, but...
I remember. How did you know I lived here?
I've seen you around. I was hoping we could get together tomorrow.
I'm married.
You're beautiful. Beautiful women shouldn't be married. They should be free. What do you say?
I think you better leave.
If you change your mind, I'll be down by the lighthouse tomorrow. Shall we say noon?
Beautiful. He thinks I'm beautiful.
Hey, Sally, you here? Hello, Simple Sally. Where are you, dumbass?
Sorry, Judas. This park is so big, I guess I got lost. Who ever heard of a park on the roof of a library anyway? So, did you get his wallet?
Did you ever doubt it?
Oh!
So, does Daddy get a reward for a job well done?
What do you want, baby?
What I always want.
There you are, you son of a bitch. Think you can steal my fucking wallet?
Give me my fucking gun back!
I want my fucking wallet back, asshole!
Give him his wallet back, Judas.
Fine! Here, take it, hijo de puta.
You don't need the gun. We're not going to hurt you.
Excuse me if I'm a little jumpy after this piece of shit mugged me.
Hey, capullo, do you even know how to use the thing?
Do you want to find out?
Gentlemen, please, let us be civilized. Judas, take Simple Sally and go finish your business elsewhere. I would like to be friends.
I don't know what the fuck kind of freaks you people are, but you all creep the shit out of me just a little bit too much for us to ever be friends.
Don't take what Judas did personally. He was just doing what he was told.
You told him to steal my wallet?
No, we have no use for money here. I told him to get you angry, for I knew your anger would lead you here, to me.
Who are you?
My name is Cindy. This is my home.
What, this park?
This world. I'm free in ways you could never imagine. I don't work, I don't pay bills. I don't worry, fret my life away. I go where I want, I do what I please. Sounds good?
A little too good. You're a bum, basically.
Oh no, bums sleep on park benches because they can't afford the medication to calm the voices in their heads. Or because they drink too much. I chose this life, and I get by just fine.
Yeah, but same so. That's some dress you're wearing.
Why, thank you. It's my favorite. I love the sheer fabric that was around, cutting through the black silk. It covers all the interesting parts, if I'm careful. Of course, I'm not often careful.
So you live here in Centennial Park?
I live where I wish. I prefer the outdoors.
That doesn't sound too comfortable.
On the contrary, it's quite comfortable. When it rains, my pets and I huddle together to worship the falling drops. When it's hot, we stretch out on the grass and suck at the sun's loving warmth. And when it's cold, we fuck. In fact, I'm feeling a bit chilly right now. Care to warm me up?
I think I'm gonna have to pass.
Come, Chipper. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Judas, Simple Sally, you can come out now.
Do you really think it's right, Cindy? I mean, he has a little girl.
A little girl who's better off without her daddy. Trust me, beautiful, this is better for everyone involved. Like when I took you away from your daddy, remember?
Yeah, I guess you're right. If he's as much a disappointment to his daughter as I was to my father, then I guess it's better.
Fucking A! Soon Will be one of us.
Not one of us, no. Far more powerful.
What happened to you?
What? What do you mean?
You've been gone a long time.
I was just reading a magazine article. I guess I just got caught up.
Did you get the juice?
No, they were out. Anything exciting happened while I was gone?
Nope. Things have been quiet here. Oh wow, Megan. This is the stupidest thing you've ever done. You don't even know who this guy is. Just shows up at your door and says, "Meet me at the lighthouse," and you put on a short little dress and 3 pounds of makeup and do it? This is fucking crazy.
Hello there.
You scared the shit out of me.
I tend to do that to people. I'm glad you came.
I wasn't going to. I don't normally meet men who associate with psychotic knife-wielding lesbian rapists who end up dead.
Ah, yes, poor Gina.
Were you there when she killed herself?
No, she was all alone.
How did you know her?
I guess you could say I was her sponsor. My goodness, you really did doll yourself up for me today, didn't you?
I don't... To be honest, I don't really know why I'm here.
That's not true. People always know what they're doing, they just never want to admit it to themselves. You're here for a reason, and as soon as you let your guard down and admit what that reason is, you'll feel better.
I want to sleep with you.
Of course you do. But why? Doesn't your husband satisfy you?
Yes. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I'm drawn to you. When I saw you yesterday, you looked at me with hungry eyes. It's been a long time since anyone has looked at me that way. My husband is so wrapped up in feeling sorry for himself that he sometimes forgets that I need to feel wanted. I need to feel like a woman, not a wife, not a mother.
Let's sit down. I can see through you, you know.
No, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
You're 22 years old, and you're afraid that life is passing you by. You're afraid you got married too young and to the wrong man. You're afraid that you shouldn't have brought your daughter into the world. You're scared of dying a failure. You're terrified that the only source of pride in your life will be a "my daughter's an honor student at bullshit elementary school" bumper sticker. You know what? You should be afraid. Because that's exactly what's going to happen to you. It's who you were meant to be. And it's never going to get any better than this. Whatever you thought that you had inside of you that was special, isn't. You know it. Your family knows it. Your husband knows it. And one day your daughter will know it.
Please. Please make love to me. I just want to feel alive again. It's been so long since.
Whenever you're afraid, I'll be there. And when the time is right, I will make you feel alive again. Until then, look at the world with clear eyes.
Well, could you wait up a second?
Can this wait till tomorrow, Monica? I'm gonna miss my bus.
This will only take a minute. Could you send it to my office? Mr. Kaba is concerned with the quality of your performance lately.
Is he? So he has to wait till I'm off the clock so he can send you out here to talk to me about that?
The fact that you have a problem with your work ethic is not something Mr. Kaba believes should be addressed on company time. Now, this is your problem, Will, and we will discuss it on your time. Now, in the last few months, there has been a decline in your productivity, and something has got to change.
The last few months? You mean since Matt quit and I've been doing a two-man job on my own?
You're frequently late, Will.
By minutes or seconds. I mean, I take the bus. Sometimes it runs late. And Megan's been having a hard time since the baby was born. I mean, sometimes things come up when you have a family.
The fact that you are having problems at home is not really one of Tech Age's concerns. Now, you've worked for us for 3 years. It would be a shame to throw that away just because you're having trouble controlling your wife.
Whoa, you don't know the first thing about my life, Monica. Megan is a good wife and a good mother, but she needs my help sometimes. I mean, I shouldn't even be here right now. I should be at home taking care of her, helping her through everything. But every day I come here and I send your goddamn radios over the fucking country.
I think you need to...
And I don't complain. I don't complain that I've never been given a raise, or that I've had the same toothache for over 3 years because your bullshit insurance package won't cover dental. I worked my ass off knowing that you have no intention of ever advancing me in any way, and I never opened my mouth. But if you think I'm going to stand here and let you lecture me about how I should take care of my family, you're out of your goddamn mind. I don't need the job that much.
Oh, don't you? And what will you do if Tech Age fires you, which we are prepared to do? What then, Will? Now, I suggest you come in here tomorrow with a new attitude, or you'll be looking for a new job. Oh, and Will, don't forget, we're taking the photo for the Christmas card tomorrow, so wear your shirt with the company logo on it. It's mandatory.
The godless common left who would have you believe that Obama is only Jesus himself. It's quite sad the extent of
Hey.
black Muslim extremists.
Oh, hi, monkey girl.
You're home late.
Yeah, well, Monica decided to have a chat with me, and...
Socialist leanings, his
Why are you all dressed up?
anti-American stance on everything
No reason.
from killing children to
How was your day?
Okay. I think I'm getting a little sick, though. I'm kind of wiped out. Too wiped out to cook. I was thinking burgers for dinner. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, burgers are fine. Do we have the money? I mean, we're kind of low on cash right now.
Fine. That's fine.
No, I'll go get you some. It's just...
No! You know what? I just won't eat if it's gonna be so much trouble.
No, it's no trouble. No, I'll go right now. You know, I think I'll walk. It'll save on bus fare.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain how that happened. And then the guest actually looked at him like crack Muslim extremists this country will go to in order to excuse the behavior of their savior Obama.
Hello? Cindy? Anybody? Great. I'm standing in Centennial Park, in the dark, freezing my ass off, and talking to myself. Fuck this.
Looking for me?
Motherfucker!
Did you decide to warm me up after all?
Not quite. I just came here to talk, alright? Get some answers.
You damn writers. All you ever do is think. Don't you ever screw?
Wait, how'd you know I was a writer? What the hell's going on here? Where are your cronies?
I sent the children off to play. I wanted to be alone. With you?
You knew I'd come back.
I never doubted it for a second.
Whoa, hold it right there. I still have that little shit's gun, so don't come any closer.
We're alone up here, and all you want to pull out of your pants is a fucking gun? Are you a fag or something?
Look, lady, I just came here to talk. Now, I want to know everything, and I want to know it right now. What the hell is going on?
I've come to answer your prayers, mon cher William. Tell me, are you happy with your life?
Of course I'm happy with my life. What kind of question is that? I love my wife. I love my daughter.
You loved your mother too. That didn't mean you were happy with her.
I'll shoot you.
Well, we both know you emptied the bullets out of the gun this morning. You didn't trust yourself with it. Did you worry you might use it on Monica? You thought about it. When she was yelling at you earlier, you wished, just for a moment, that you were carrying a loaded gun.
What are you?
I'm your angel, here to heal that mage soul of yours. Your problem is you want too much out of life when really you should expect nothing. Only when you give up hope can you break free. Dreams are the killers of men, Will. Every man chases after them believing he'll be the one to make it. He lets the dream devour his youth, his free thought, everything. When he awakens from that dream, he finds himself broken by the world, lamenting his lost sense of hope. I take away that pain, Will.
How? By having me give up everything that I've ever loved?
Yes, when you give up everything you're free. You simply float through existence like a spirit. No worries, no heartbreaks. You don't age or die. It's wonderful, Will. It's wonderful.
No. No, I don't believe you. What good is a life without anything to hope for?
A philosopher to the end. Will, what is there to hope for? Look at your life. Your own mother didn't want you. The woman that was supposed to love you no matter what, no won't even let your name be spoken in her presence. And what about Megan? Do you really think a woman like that is going to want to spend the rest of her life with a man like you? Come on, Will. She's beautiful, intelligent, kind, and you're... well, look at you. Come on, it's a fucking joke. Then, there's your daughter. Do you really think you're going to be able to provide her with the life she deserves? How? By working in a warehouse for the rest of your life? which you know you will, do you really think you'll ever amount to anything that your daughter can be proud of? Come on, William, wake up!
Okay. You know everything. So tell me this. Is there a God?
Oh, come on, Will. You've known the answer to that question for almost 3 years now. You've had plenty of time to think about it as your soul has rotted away in that bullshit job of yours.
So there is no God.
Oh, Will, there's nothing to believe in. Not yourself or your family, or your writing, or even your God. Come with me. I will show you the only fulfillment you'll ever have in your life isn't fading away.
I need to think about this.
Take all the time you need. You know where to find me.
You're so beautiful. How did something as precious as you come from someone like me? Am I ruining your life, Joy? Am I a horrible mother? I try. I think maybe I don't try hard enough. I want what's best for you, but I don't know how to give it to you. I can't even take care of myself. You and your father would be so much better off without me. I've always been this way, you know. A disappointment. Just ask my father. I've let everyone down, and I don't even know what I could have done different. There are a few things I need to tell you, in case I'm not around to tell you when you get older. I don't even know if you'll remember this, but never let a boy take you for granted. You're the most precious angel God ever put on this earth. And you deserve to be treated as such. Always have the courage to follow your bliss. I wish I had. Never doubt your strength, because I've looked into those big brown eyes of yours. You can do anything. Do what I couldn't do. Believe in yourself. And remember... remember that I love you.
Such a fucking idiot. Showing up with a gun and trying to act like a badass? She saw right through me. I better get rid of this thing. Fucking throw it in the bush. It's not gonna hurt anyone. It's too much of a pussy to put bullets in it anyway. Honey, I've got dinner. Hey, are you okay? What happened?
Don't touch me.
Are you having a panic attack? Do you need me to call Roger? Just tell me what to do.
Leave me.
What?
Leave me. Take Joy and get as far away from me as you can. I'm no good. I'm no good. I'm just gonna drag the two of you down.
Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to me? I've told you I love you. I've stood by you through everything. Why can't you just be happy with what we've built together?
Just go!
It's my fault. I can't even make you believe I love you.
I'm dying. I never do right, and you're not satisfied. I'm tormented inside. Maybe I'll part with better, where I do not hurt you, and you can be heard. You have been self-forgiven. Tell me why do you love me? Why do you love me? Why do you love me? Why do you love me still?
Well, Smoke, my love, you're bored tonight.
Oh, what do you expect? Having us meet in a hotel room? You're a walking cliché, Cindy, my love.
What's wrong? You're not here tonight. You're far away.
I used to appear to soldiers on battlefields and men facing the noose. Now I have to deal with screwed up daddy's girls and yuppies afraid of getting carjacked. I'm sick of dealing with all this petty shit when there's so much genuine fear in the world to be savored.
You're magnificent. I could spend the night tasting you, fucking you. Don't you love my body? Don't you want to worship it? To run your tongue all over it? Don't you want me, baby? Love all you want, but I own you.
Whatever gets you through the night, sweetheart.
Fuck me forever, my love, until the whole fucking world is gone.
Jesus. Oh yeah.
Fuck!
can't get a little pussy without you interrupting.
I will.
Shut up, shit for brains.
Sorry. I just came here to see Cindy.
She's out having a night on the town with her man.
Her man?
Yeah, don't worry though. Cindy will still give it to you good, just like she does to us. But her and Smoke are soulmates. He always comes first. And third, and fifth. And
I'm sorry. Smoke?
She hasn't told you about Smoke yet? Ah, don't worry. You'll never have to meet him, not if you join up with our little family anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
When you join our family, Cindy protects you from Smoke. You'll never have to worry about him again.
Again, I've never met this guy.
Oh, yes, you have. Every time you had a nightmare, that was Smoke. The way you felt when you watched the towers fall, that was Smoke. Every time a creaky robot kept you awake or you crossed the street to avoid a bunch of shifty-eyed niggers, that was Smoke too.
So, what you're trying to tell me is that Smoke is fear.
That's exactly what he is. But by joining up here, you'll never have to worry about him ever again. He goes away and never comes back.
And why would he do that? Who is Cindy to him?
Jesus, you haven't figured that out yet? Don't catch on too quick, do you, bright boy? Cindy is doubt. She's that little nagging voice in the back of your head that says you can't do something.
So what you're telling me is that Cindy isn't a person, she's a state of mind.
That's exactly what she is. Here, sit down. Cindy likes to say she's not doubt, she's reason. When you give up all your silly little dreams, you're free. Only when you have hope can Smoke find you.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Well, you caught me before I could get laid. I was hoping maybe you could join us.
If you're going to be a part of our little family, Will, you have to give in. By letting go of hope, you're free to do anything you want. You spend your days getting lit and fucking whoever catches your fancy. No job to worry about, no future. There are no consequences when you don't exist.
Will?
I'm sorry. This is just a bit too much for me to absorb right now.
Great. We got a thinker on our hands.
Look, man, free will's a fucking joke. What has it ever gotten you, really? All hope does is make you feel miserable. Think with your dick and you're free.
Know what I think? I think you should take him to go see Juliana. She'll give him something to take his mind off things.
Juliana?
Yeah, Juliana! She'll know exactly what to do.
God, I'm such an idiot. I hope he thinks I'm pretty.
You should be. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. It's who you were meant to be, and it's never going to get any better than this. Whatever your husband inside of it, one day your daughter,
Gotta calm
your
down.
daughter will know.
Gotta calm down. Breathe.
You're afraid you got married into the wrong man. You're
I've
afraid you
had a
got
most
married
rare
into the
vision.
wrong man.
I've had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass, and if you go about to expand... Wrong line! Expound this dream. Methought I was... there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, methought I had... But man is not a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was.
You're terrified that your only source of pride in life will be a My Daughter is an Honor Student at Bullshit Elementary School bumper sticker. And
It's
you know
not
what?
fair.
Should be afraid.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Here we are. This is where you find Juliana.
This place is a dump.
You might be surprised when you go inside.
Alright, so what are we doing here? Who is this Juliana chick?
Juliana used to be a part of the family, but she broke away from Cindy and went out on her own.
Cindy let her do that? Didn't you try to stop her?
No, don't be a fucking idiot. If you want to go out and do something else, become something more, we can do that. We have our freedom.
Why haven't you left?
I'm banging two beautiful women. I don't need to go out and move up in the world.
Okay, so let's go in and see this friend of yours.
Oh no, this is not my test. It's yours.
You want me to go into a perfect stranger's house?
You got to prove yourself. Juliana doesn't want to see me. She wants to see you.
Hey, what the hell? Let me out of... What the fuck? This is my apartment. How did I get back here?
Hey there, stranger.
Who are you? How did you get into my house?
Your home? Oh no, sweetie. This is my home. And in my home, you see whatever you want to see. And I see you still can't let go, can you? I can't believe you've come crawling back after all these years, especially since you were so cruel when you left. I was the only one who was there for you, Will. You would come to me and say, "Make me forget, Juliana." And I would. When your mother would hit you, or you'd have to watch your little brother get the shit beat out of him, I made it all go away. Then you went and got yourself domesticated and decided I was no longer of any use. Well, I was a part of you, baby. I still am. Remember me, baby? White powder, sweet smoke, hot liquor. Remember how you would devour me? How you would worship me?
Great. So your addiction. That's just great. I can't wait to meet Dopey or Bashful or Grumpy.
Cindy came to me long ago, just as the master came to her. She said she would make me into something so much more than what I was. Something worth worshipping. She made me a soldier in the army of the master.
Simple and Sally and Judas don't look much like soldiers to me.
Some of us are followers, like poor stupid Sally and lustful Judas. Others give their lives away and lose themselves completely to the void. Then there are the soldiers, the ones with vision and ambition, like Cindy and me. And you, Will.
I can't.
It's okay, Will. In a minute, you'll forget all about Megan. What the fuck is this? Oh, you're too good for me again? You think you don't need me anymore? Well, fuck you. You've been fucking that ugly-ass bitch wife of yours for so long, you forgot what a real woman looks like.
Don't you ever talk about my wife again, you fucking cunt!
What's wrong, Will? Did I hit a nerve? Feeling guilty about wanting this fucking cunt? Let's see here. Oh, feels like someone is a little excited right now. Now I see why Cindy likes you. You're a big piece of the puzzle that's been missing for a long time. She'll make you into what you were meant to be. You'll feel that rush you feel now. Your heart beating fast as the rapist fucks his victim. Your blood quick as the husband guts his cheating wife. Soon you'll be anger, Will. Pure white hot rage. And the blood will flow.
You're crazy.
You're the one holding me by my neck. You're no better than your mother. Oh, you'll always need me, Will. One day I'll hold you the way I used to, and you'll beg to lick the tips of my toes like a good little puppy dog. Hey, Will. Catch.
What's this?
Best chronic you're ever going to smoke. Welcome home, baby.
Look at that shiny brand new. Brand new hasn't shaved with his Will hasn't shaved with him once.
No.
He's gone now. He's ashamed.
I was doing so good.
Go on, sing it. Go on, sing it. Do it. There you go. Look. Shade is right everything down your arms. Guess you can add another scar to the collection. Guess you can add another scar to the collection on top of scars. Scars on top of scars. Scars on top of scars. You know what you need, baby? You know what you need, baby? A nice, warm bath. That'll help you to laugh. That'll help and do what must be done. And do what must be done.
And the room went pitch black, like the inside of a coal mine.
You should eat this, man. It's good shit.
I told you, I don't smoke anymore.
Why not?
I smoked weed for a couple years in high school before graduating to coke. I acted like a fucking idiot the whole time, and after I got married, I swore I'd never do it again.
What the fuck not?
Because that's not who I am. I'm a writer, and I like having my wits about me. I got sick of not having my own mind.
What good is having your own mind when all you do is use it to torture yourself? Personally, I think it's better to smoke your life away. All your troubles, just go with it. Let me ask you something. What do you think is the biggest problem with the world today?
Boy bands.
Boy bands?
Yeah, boy bands. They're everything that's wrong with the world today. You've got these guys, who are even younger than me, making an obscene amount of money, and for what? For spouting off inane lyrics and dancing around like a bunch of fucking fairies. They don't write their own songs, they don't play their own instruments. Their only job is to look good on the cover of some bullshit teen magazine. And don't get me started on these little teen pop bitches either. They're nothing more than porno actresses who are taught to dance a few steps and how to sing. Badly. They bounce around in skimpy little outfits, acting like a bunch of circus whores, and yet swearing up and down that they're virgins. Meanwhile, you've got every young girl in the whole fucking world, like my daughter, looking up to these empty-headed twats, thinking that if they can be that pretty and date some fucking prick in a boy band, maybe their lives will be complete too.
That's the world's biggest problem.
Yes, it is. Nobody cares about finding anything better anymore. They just cling to their flavor of the week, leading lives of mediocrity simply because it's easier. These boy bands and chick singers don't care anything about war or vanishing liberties or poverty. They don't address any of these issues in their songs. They're too busy sputting off these insipid ballads because they know that they'll get played on the fucking radio. And we don't care any more than they do. We don't demand something better like Ozzy Osbourne or fucking Iron Maiden or Megadeth or, you know what, even Nirvana or the Rolling Stones. We just follow these dim-witted, white-bread fucks and try to forget about all the problems that we think don't affect us.
Fuck the world, Will. Fuck all those assholes who forgot what it's like to be human. When you give in to doubt, you're free to do whatever you want without ever having to worry about it again.
The world isn't going to change, Will, except for the worse. But you can pass through it. Learn not to see it.
It's so tempting. I don't know if I can take watching this world rough up my daughter the way it roughed me up. I don't know if I can take watching her go through the same heartbreaks and disillusionments.
Then don't watch.
It's time. It's time. The bath water is warm, pink, and ready to take. Take the razor. Put it to your take the razor. Put it to your wrist. End your suffering. Why didn't you do it?
How did you get in here?
I told you that when the time was right, I would return. Here I am. Why didn't you kill yourself?
I didn't want to leave my daughter alone.
You did do something to yourself, though.
I cut my arm.
Now, why would you do a thing like that?
I used to do it all the time until I found out I was pregnant. It made me feel better when I was feeling afraid.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe the physical pain just got my mind off the emotional pain. Maybe I felt like I needed to punish myself. Maybe I just felt so fucking angry at a world I had no control over that I took it out on myself. It was easier that way. You said you would make me feel alive again?
Indeed, I will.
What is it?
Is this how you feel alive? A man inside of you, an orgasm?
When I met my husband, it made me feel alive. He and I would make love and the world would vanish. I want to feel that way again.
You will. But not yet. Where is your husband anyway?
I don't know. He left earlier.
Did he finally realize you'd made a mistake marrying you?
For his sake, I hope so.
Why did you marry him?
I loved him. Most people probably assume we got married because he knocked me up, but that's not true. We were married for several months before I realized I was pregnant. That was the happiest time of my life.
Ah, how sweet. What changed?
I had a breakdown. I had panic attacks since I was 16 or so, but never like this. I couldn't even exist anymore. Non-stop, every day, and they broke me. When I came out, I was defeated. Will was determined I was going to conquer Hollywood. But I didn't see the point in trying anymore.
I heard you earlier, performing that soliloquy.
You heard that?
I told you, I haven't been far away this whole time. You studied acting, yes?
All through high school.
That's 4 years of your life. Why give it up?
Because I'm average. And you don't make it in show business by being average. I'm just not good enough. I can accept that, and I don't know why Will can't.
Now I gotta go. Don't do the kid thing.
I thought you said you'd make me feel alive.
I will. But you still have a long way to go on your journey. In the meantime, I suggest you not silence your fears.
See, man, that's what I'm talking about. Why should you have to worry about the problems of this world? They won't ever get better, so why stress over them?
You know, it's not like I want the world to be perfect or anything. I mean, people would be a hell of a lot better if they just try. You don't even have to fucking succeed. Just fucking try. I'll tell you something. I have no regrets. You know why? Because I'm a never was. Everybody thinks it's so horrible to be a never was, but I'll tell you who I feel sorry for. The never tried. At least I can say I gave it a shot. I wrote my books, I sent them to publishers, and I tried to get an agent. I worked my ass off for the last 5 years, trying to make a go of my writing. But I know people who want to make music, and instead of trying to do that, they make CDs and they hand them out to their friends, but they never try to sell them. I know guys who want to make movies, but don't even try to get a script sold. And I know a really brilliant actress who won't even go on an audition.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm a never was too.
Oh yeah? What did you want to be?
A nuclear physicist.
Now, you're kidding me, right? Oh shit, you're not kidding. Fuck. Okay. So you wanted to be a nuclear physicist, huh?
Ever since I was little. It was what my dad did. He was my complete hero. I adored him. I wanted to be just like him, but I was never smart enough. I wasn't even cutting it in high school, and I knew I'd never be able to make it through college. That's when Cindy found me. I was getting ready to go back to school after summer break to try and do better. She was living on the beach wearing a bikini and sipping vodka. She said I could have a life like hers. No cares or worries. Or I could go back to school and disappoint my father even more.
What about you? How did this all begin for you?
Not too different. I played the trumpet in this little jazz band in Chicago. We got shot down by what must have been the 100th record company when Cindy found me at one of her gigs. She showed me the world, said it could be mine if I just gave up the horn. It wasn't a tough decision.
I'll be right back.
Beautiful nights.
Yep. I love this city. I moved here when I was 17.
I know.
Yeah. I guess you know everything about me, don't you?
Yes, I've walked by your side your whole life.
When I was a kid, I had no idea a place beyond my neighborhood existed. When I got here to Long Beach, it was like discovering a new world. I had no money. I did awful things to survive. But no matter what, I never called my mother, begging her for help. She would have tried to drag me back to that little neighborhood in the suburbs. But this is where I belonged. I never belonged anywhere before I got here. Not even in my own family.
That place out there isn't your home, Will. Your home is here, with us. Here with us, you'll never be judged. You'll never be hit or have another unkind word rip you open. Here with us, you'll be safe, away from the world out there.
You know, it was never the beatings that hurt so much. It was the names my mother would call me, the things she would say to me. She called me a faggot once. Can you imagine calling your son that just because he was crying? She told me it was my fault my father died. That if I'd just been a better son. Deep down inside, I always suspected she was right. Maybe I had everything all wrong. And I did deserve to be her punching bag. Maybe I was a loser. Maybe she would have loved me if...
Tell me what you need, Will. Just tell me what you want, and it's yours. Whatever you need to make the pain go away.
You can do that? You can make it all go away?
Yes. Tonight we welcome a new member into our family.
Oh, Will, you make me so happy. It'll be great, you'll see. We'll have so much fun.
Hey, welcome to the family, bro.
Welcome to your new life, sweetheart.
See, man, that's what I'm talking about. Why should...
Will.
This is peace.
No.
This.
Stay away.
This.
Will, stay.
This.
Stay away from...
This.
Will! Oh my god. Oh. Will, oh my god.
And where are you off to this time of night? Oh, did I scare you? Sorry about that.
You were in my dream.
Was I now? I do hope it was a naughty one.
You and I were on a beach. You let me, Will. He was there with some woman. I watched her rip the heart from his chest. She threw it to... He was a man. He was a thing. A monster. The thing ate Will's heart even as it continued to beat. Then you grabbed my arms, showed me my scars. You said to me...
This is peace.
And all of my scars opened at once.
Ooh. Oh, Megan, my dear. A very naughty dream indeed. You've gone and gotten me stiff as a board.
I'm not gonna let you kill my husband.
I don't give a good fuck about Will. Cindy can handle him. I want you.
What are you?
You know me, Megan. I'm that feeling creeping up your spine. The one paralyzing you with terror. I'm that itch in your brain. I was your breakdown, the one you blamed on your mother's death. Hell, I was even the gun in your mother's mouth. You preferred to call me fear, but my friends call me smoke.
Drown and beat down on the knee.
where Sergio will make you one of us.
Sergio? Who's that?
The dream dweller. Sergio was the first of us, the oldest. He'll make you like Cindy, an emotion.
We wait here for the master.
Where's she going? What is she doing?
Calling Sergio.
Anybody want to get high?
No thanks.
What's that?
A flash drive. I have all my writing on it.
Oh, stories. What about?
There's about 10 of them on here. I spent my whole life writing the stories on this thing.
Well, your latest one then.
It's about a guy who's looking for something extraordinary to happen in his life. And the harder he looks, the less he feels like he's ever going to find anything.
What's it called?
Bloodshot. It has nothing to do with the story. I just thought it was a cool title.
I like it, but it sounds sad though. I'm glad you found us. It sounds like you were so miserable before.
Not really. I mean, there were definitely more bad times than good. But when they were good...
Like when? When was a good time?
Like when me and my brother used to go to this V arcade down the street from our house. He would tag along after me, and we would waste quarter after quarter in this noisy little dive. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what we were going home to. We were happy then. Or like when I met my wife, Megan. She was working behind the counter of this bookstore. When I saw her, I couldn't take my eyes off her. We were married a month and a half later. Everyone thought we were crazy, but I didn't care. I knew I'd found someone I could never breathe without. And a few months back, I came home from work. My daughter was about 3 months old, and she looked up at me and smiled. She knew who I was, and she was happy to see me. My friends all thought she was a mistake, something that I would take back if I could. But that little angel is the only thing I've ever gotten right in my whole life. My monkey.
You sound like my dad. After my mom died, it was just me and him. But he was... He was never too busy to give me a hug or tell me I was special. It killed me to disappoint him.
Did he ever tell you that you disappointed him?
No, but I knew I must have. The daughter of a nuclear physicist, and I couldn't even get through high school. That's when I met Cindy, and I knew I could never do any better. She convinced me it was better that I just leave and not disappoint my dad anymore.
Don't you miss him, though?
I guess so. Won't you miss your wife and daughter?
I guess so.
What do you want from me?
I want to make you feel alive again, Megan. And there's only one way you know how to feel alive. I usually prefer being intangible, less than a thought. I course through the veins of millions around the world, all at once, and that's how I like it. But every now and then a soul burns so bright that I have to show myself, to be there when that flame is snuffed out. Your mother was nothing special, just a housewife with no real dreams to speak of. Destroying her was not about pleasure, it was about a means to an end. You, little Megan, was such a scrapper from the word go. How else was I to chisel away at you? Your mother had to die, an insignificant loss which paved the way to the work of art that would be your death.
You killed my mother?
Wow, you really don't get how this works, do you? No, I didn't kill your mother. She killed herself. I just gave her a little push. With her gone, it was a cakewalk to get you to succumb to the same panic attacks that she did. I chipped away at you, used your fear of inheriting your mother's demons, pushed you into fulfilling your own prophecy. It was working too until that fucking punk husband of yours showed up. I started losing my grip on you, so I waited for my next opportunity. The prospect of motherhood. I used your daughter to tear open old wounds, nurturing your fear to this fervent crescendo.
Why?
For the sport of it, my love. For the sport. Eternity can be so boring sometimes. I need to mix things up. I really outdid myself this time. Poor Gina was instrumental to my plans. As a sweet little lady who never did anyone any harm, I planted a fear of commitment in her husband, pushed him to pick up a prostitute and take her home, where Gina discovered the poor thing was pregnant with their second child at the time. Once left alone to raise her children, I dug even deeper into Gina's psyche, using the fear she felt over her preference for snatch against her. God, I love religious types. Oh, Gina never received a moment's peace. I tore her life to shreds just so I could swoop in and save you from that crazy bitch's knife. I took my time with you, Megan, but every game must come to an end. You recognize the view, don't you? Empire State Building? Your mom and dad took you here when you were 4. You looked down and got so scared you pissed yourself.
How are we here? How are we here?
We're not! This is just a memory, but your mind can't tell the difference. I was with you during every suicidal moment, Megan. You always thought back to this moment, this place. You always thought if I could off myself any way I wanted, I'd jump off the Empire State Building. Well, sweetheart, here's your chance.
I see him!
Where?
Right out there in the darkness, do you see? The black robes, the beard.
His eyes. I can see them from here. They're glowing like fire.
This way, Will.
Try not to shit yourself, buddy boy.
Hey, Sally.
Yeah, Will?
Do you think your dad misses you?
Maybe. I guess I haven't really thought about it. Do you think your wife and daughter will miss you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ah, Sydney. Have you brought me a fresh soul to feast upon?
I have brought you a foolish dreamer who wishes to join the fold.
Come forward, boy. You are a writer, yes?
Yeah.
I knew it. I could smell it on you. So, tell me, why do you write?
I like telling stories.
We all know that. But why write?
Because writing is the only thing that keeps me sane. It's like prayer to me, or singing. It's the only way I can make sense of the chaos.
But why do you try to make sense of the chaos? You never can. No one can. The chaos is all around you, swirling and feasting upon the bones of idealistic fools just like you. You can't change the world any more than any other poet or prophet or playwright. Your only chance of salvation lies in me. Now give me your dreams, boy.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Reach into your pocket and give me your stories.
You know that this is the only way you'll ever feel alive again. In that moment right before death. You know that this is the only way. Just give in.
You have to push me. I won't jump.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Then you'd be the blameless victim. Still worrying about what God thinks of you, huh? Well, forget it. I don't push people, Megan. At least not in that way.
Well, if you're not going to kill me, I suggest you take me home.
You worthless coward! Don't you think I have better things to do than to wait around for you to wise up? There is fear out there. Real fear. You think you have it so tough. You tremble and piss over shadows in your mind. See, this is why I hate working in America. You people freak out over stupid shit. You're spoon-fed. You have no idea what real fear is. And you can't even kill yourself. What good are you? You know every horrible thing you've ever thought about yourself is true. Why can't you just let go?
Because I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Of your own free will, you must give your dreams over to me. As they are devoured, so will go your very existence until you are spirit made flesh, and away will go all the burdens of the world. You will be free.
My stories? But I've spent my whole life.
Do it now, boy. Your salvation depends on it.
These stories are the sum of who I am. Every thought that ever mattered. Every feeling. All the pain. All the joy.
The time is now, Will. You don't want to go back to that word of disappointment, do you? A word passing you by, pushing you into an inevitable grave.
A world beyond saving. Your species is doomed, my boy. Join us. Do not be consumed by the fire. Be the fire.
I have changed the world.
What?
People have read the stories on this disc. My brother, my friends, my wife, they felt what I felt. They've walked in my shoes. I've made people think. In my own little way, I have changed the world. And that's what art does. It changes people. Makes them feel what they wouldn't otherwise feel. Stories melt away prejudices, overthrow warlords, and help people fall in love. Art can change the world, Sergio. It's the only thing that ever has.
How dare you bring this dog before me?
Lord, please.
Next time you had better have a soul for me worth feasting upon.
How dare you? I offered you everything. You will destroy those stories now.
I think I'd rather take my chances with smoke.
I'm afraid Smoke is indisposed at the moment. He's murdering your wife.
Megan. No.
Hey, didn't think I had another gun, did you?
Going to betray me, Judas? I guess I should have seen that coming. But I bet you didn't see that coming, did you?
Stop or you die.
Put the gun down, Cindy.
You think you can reject me? Me? You're nothing without me, Will. You're just another hack writer dying a little every day at some fucking job that's killing your soul. I'm offering you a better life.
I already have a better life.
Then, you die now.
No!
Let go, you fool.
Run, Will, quick! I won't let you take him, Cindy!
You're even stupider than I thought you were.
Not afraid of me? Who are you trying to kid? I watched you during your breakdown. I watched you beg your husband, your father, anyone who would listen to make me go away. I watched you. Your eyes gave you away.
What do my eyes say now, you piece of shit? You made a mistake. Finally, after all these years, you fucked up. You can torture me all you want. I'll take care of myself, but not you or anyone else is going to touch my husband.
Oh, you're doing this for your husband? Do you think he'd do the same for you? He doesn't even love you, Megan. He loves someone else. In fact, he's out fucking her right now, just like he's been doing since the day you met him.
Oh, really? What's her name? Come on, Smoke. You're all omnipotent and shit. What's her fucking name? Or could it be you're lying, you pathetic, limp-dick little bitch? I'm on to you now. All these years you've been whispering in my ear that I would never make it. That I couldn't be the person I wanted to be. I was so terrified of you that I let you turn me into a fucking emotional cripple. You took my mother away from me, and now you want to destroy my family. I'm fucking sick of your shit. This ends with me.
Not quite.
You can't get away from me. Did you get it? Did you get it? I am you. You'll never escape. Your mother was You're nothing. You're not going anywhere, Will.
Put the gun down, Cindy. It's over.
Poor stupid boy. I wanted your heart, Will. I wanted your soul, I wanted your cock. But now that can never be.
You better just kill me. Because it's the only way you're gonna stop me from saving my wife.
You think you have a chance against Smoke? God, you're clueless.
Maybe. But one thing has changed in the last few minutes.
And what's that?
I've realized I meant something after all.
Step back.
If my existence hasn't been a total washout so far, why should I give up? Because of uncertainty?
Step back, I said.
I don't need you, Cindy. My wife loves me. My daughter needs me. And my books have made a difference. Even if it's only to a handful of people who've read them.
You think you know so much? What makes you so damn certain about all this?
Because I believe in myself.
I've wanted to watch you die since you were born. I've wanted to see you bleed. That makes you special, Megan. I don't just pick anyone. They have to have a spark inside of them worth killing. A life worth destroying. I won't let my prize get away.
I'm not going to kill myself, Smoke. I'm not afraid of you anymore, and I never will be again.
Well, if you won't be, then maybe your daughter will.
The hell she will!
I'll haunt your daughter the same way I did you, you self-righteous bitch. By the time I'm through with her, she'll be just another poor, troubled girl in a bathtub full of pink water. Ouch! That bush has stairs in it. Ah well, more scratches to add to your collection.
Shit, come on. Think. What do I do? What do I do? Gun? How did this get here?
Gucci goo, little baby. It's just your Uncle Smoke. What a precious thing you are. Don't worry, you're going to grow up to be just like Mommy. I'll see to that.
Get away from my daughter.
I've watched you your whole life, day in, day out, and I don't think you have the guts to pull that trigger.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Mommy's here, monkey. I'm here. Shh. I'm here.
Megan!
Yeah, we're in here.
Are you okay?
You're fine. It's over.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there.
I love you.
I love you.
Our lives begin today. You're going to be a writer, yes?
I'm gonna be an actress.
Best there ever was.
So can you hold me tonight till I find my way? Can you love me tonight? 'Cause baby I wanna stay.
Hey pal, you can't smoke in here.
Jesus, I'm not wanted anywhere anymore. Just get me a beer.
Forgive me. I saw you sitting there and I had to take your picture.
Not at all. Are you a photographer?
Trying to be one. I moved out here to get a job at a newspaper, but it's been really tough and a little lonely. I'm looking for models to pose for me. I couldn't pay you, but I could make it worth your time.
Hold that thought. Cindy, my love, where are Judas and Sally?
I shot that stupid little bitch. When I went back for Judas, I found him crying over her body. His trumpet, the one he gave to Sergio 50 years ago, suddenly appeared beside him. He picked it up and played the sweetest dirge I've ever heard. Then that just vanished, gone forever. Maybe he loved her after all. Who knew he had a heart?
Hey, are you okay?
We've lost everything, Smoke. What do we do now?
We start again.
With nothing?
Sure, with nothing. Nothing is the most beautiful place you can be. It means you have to claw your way back up to the top. It means a beginning instead of an end. It means unlimited possibilities. See that girl over there? The one with the camera? Her name is Tara. She was raped when she was 17 by a wonderfully hypocritical Christian boy. Since then, she's bounced from one man to the next, afraid to be alone, offering herself to anyone she thinks can protect her. She's ripe with fear, with doubt. There's a world of people like her out there, waiting for us. So yes, we start again.
Until the whole fucking world is gone.
Until the whole fucking world is gone.
Bloodshot starred Leia O'Brien as Megan Stevenson, Martin Thresher as Will Stevenson, Lady Dandy as Cindy, Conal Macbeth as Smoke, Elspeth Weingarten as Simple Sally, Greg as Judas, Benjamin Robiddle as Sergio, Rebecca Francois as Juliana, Liam Higgins as Mike Stevenson, Mark Nicholson as Roger, Megan Wessels as Monica, India Damon as Gina, Marty Molly as His Holiness, Les as Megan's father, Lucia Cousins as Tara, J.L. O'Fallon as the bartender. All My Life written and performed by a third-grade teacher. Inside Out written and performed by Micah Barnes. World Has Fallen from the album Estate 1980 written and performed by Jody Aaron. Why Do You Love Me Still written and performed by Jilly Moon. Invitation written and performed by Larissa Stowe. Voodoo Vision written and performed by the Wax Apples. Love My Ways written and performed by Maria Butterly. Bless Me written and performed by Hot Lava. Stay tuned next time for plays from more of Manic Expression's talented members and find all of their videos, blogs, and other creative endeavors at manicexpression.com, the greatest community on the web.